God has a plan, right? He definitely has a plan. But what every single is required to do is the following. The Torah says this. Number one is go out and pray and ask God that He guide you to find your soulmate. You don't want to marry anybody that's not your soulmate. You just don't want it. He wants you to you want Him to guide you to find your right soulmate. So you need to pray. You need to say Tehillim every day. You need to take upon yourself all different kinds of things that will bring out this Yeshua. But you need to prepare yourself, your soul, to meet the right person. But here's the thing. It says, Kashel is Afghan ki kriyat yamsuf. It's hard to make a shidduch for somebody like it is for God to split the sea. What do you mean? It's hard to split the sea? What are you talking about? God, for God, the guy who brought blood and frogs and lice and smote everybody, it's hard for Him to what? To split the sea? It says there's three things actually that are hard for God. I just mentioned two, splitting the sea. Number two, a shidduch. And number three, what's the hardest thing for God? Number three? Finding a livelihood for Hashem. What's pshat? What does that mean? How's that possible? And the answer, I said this a few times already in this class. The answer is, anybody remember the answer? No?
What was the question?
Why is it? How is something hard for God? Hard for God to split the sea? Piece of cake. The guy built the world, something from nothing. How's it hard for Him to split the sea?
He needs our participation.
That's it. Very good. The answer is like this. How did the sea split? It's not hard for God to split the sea, but it's hard for God to get the Jew to believe that he could split the sea and to jump in. That's the hard part. The sea didn't split until one Jew, right? God told the Jew, Mo tells you, go. Nobody went. Only one Jew got into the sea, got into the ocean. The water reached his stomach and reached him here and reached him here until it reached him here. And one more step, he would drown. And he said to God, you told us to take steps and move forward. I'm going. And as he took the leap of faith, that is when the sea split. It's easy for God to split the sea. It's hard for God to convince the Jew to jump. And the same thing is with Parnassah. God finds us Parnassah. He finds us the right thing to do. But when the right thing comes, you need to jump in. That's what's hard for God. And the same thing is with the shidduch. So once you've prayed, and once you've davened, and now God will make you meet your soulmate. You will meet him. You will meet her. If it's going to be through J-Date or J-Swipe or J-This or J-That or J-Post, I don't know what, or a Chabad date or Chabad.match.com, whatever, you will meet your soulmate. Could be at this class, your soulmate is right here. And God will introduce you to your soulmate. When something makes sense, when you have an intellectual chemistry, it makes sense, and you have an emotional chemistry, something, you jump in. That is it. That is your shidduch. You jump. What's hard for God, what's easy for God is to introduce you guys, but hard for God to convince you to jump. That's the difficulty, and that God won't do for you. You need to jump. You need to take the leap of faith. It's a leap of faith because you don't know. Right? I always tell the story. When I met my wife, I dated her for a very, very long time, equivalent of 12 years of dating. Right? 12 years. I once went to Kathmandu, and I met this guy very, very depressed. His name was Kobi, and he was very depressed. Why? Because he had lived with somebody for 10 years. 10 years they had lived together, and after 10 years, he felt that it's not for him. So he split up with her, and he was so depressed in Kathmandu. So I said to him, and you didn't realize this after 1 month? You needed 10 years? He says, even now, I'm not so sure. I think she's not, that's what happened. So I dated the equivalent of 12 years. Long time. How many dates was that?
6 weeks.
It was around 6 weeks, 12 dates, more or less. That was like a long time. Like Chevy's family was asking her, what is wrong with this guy? Like, he's indecisive. He can't decide. Like, what is wrong? I went for a date I picked her up. She was staying by her sister in Hoboken, New Jersey at the time. And my brother-in-law, after like 6 or 7 dates, he comes out into the car and he says, "No, what's going on? Are you going to the Rebbe's oil? You want to ride? You want me to take you there? And what's taking you so long?" That's what he says to me. Because at some point you need to jump. But now, after 12 dates, I had a beautiful proposal ready. I went to the Rainbow Room. I got the whole guy to put a CD of Mordechai Ben David singing the Eish El Chayil song, whatever it was. And I had flowers and I had everything. And then I got cold feet. And I said, oh my God, I can't do this. I cannot do this. I don't know if she's the right one. I don't know. And then there was a switch which went on in my head. And I said to myself, she makes sense intellectually. We have this chemistry. I don't love her. I mean, I just know her for 6 weeks. But I like her. I think I can grow to love her. Let me jump in. And after I proposed to her, I never looked back. Till then, I was thinking, is she the right one? Is she not the right one? I don't know. Maybe. But once I proposed and I jumped in, I've never looked back. And it's been, 20 years, over 20 years already. But that's what it means to jump in. At some point, we all need to jump. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. And that's the faith that the spies are told, you can do it. Don't tell me if you can do it. Tell me how you can do it. And it's a lesson for everything in life.